Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Foles. Thomas barreling ahead. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, Drake. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Foles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ben Gideon coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. A first down throw for Prescott. And his first pass is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, gun. All right, 8. 82's moving. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Once again, they run with Mixon. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
46. Line 8. 26.
Now Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Line 8.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Good. Here we go. Line 8. 26.
Prescott. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point, good by Aguayo. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A second down throw for Prescott. Complete to Bryant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Wide 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Aguayo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ben Gideon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Zebra. Go.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Switch it, hey. We got three, fellas, we got 3. Here we go, wide in. Hey.
Prescott now on second down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12.
Here we go, wide in. Here we go, 46. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10.
Here we go.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Back to throw now on second and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Zebra.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
One. Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Ben Gideon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. 1-8. Here we go. 46. 46.
2nd down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A deep ball for Dotson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And Selleck here, left side. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
1-1-1.
Foles. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Here's Foles, and he's got his tight end, Watson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Benjamin Watson, his second touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. Breaks through the contact. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Prescott on first down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
It's coming now. Watch the twin.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now it brings up a third down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go. Wide eight. 57.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. On third down, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go. 46. Good. Here we go. 46.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And able to find Dorsett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Here we go. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hustle.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Gun. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46. 46.
Prescott yet again. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. Wide 8.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. David Njoku was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Switch and 8. Here we go. Wide 8. 26.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He can run. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Foles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Gideon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Second down, Prescott. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Everybody, wide eight. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, wide eight.
Prescott from the gun. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Foles, looking deep for Demaryius. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Go, go, go. Tempo, tempo, tempo.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Fighting his way through contact. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Foles. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They were looking for Marshall that time.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Hey, here we go, wide eight.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Four down, check. Here we go, wide eight.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Browns send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ben Gideon, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
1-1-1.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. They'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Foles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looking to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And McManus able to put it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
26.
Prescott on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Good.
On second down, Prescott again. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. First down, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Now Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. He's still barreling through. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Haloti Ngata.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. It got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Keep going right at him. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up on the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.